Why did you choose this musical?
We chose Jesus Christ Superstar because it hasn't been done by any other high school since the 70s. So we like to do something new, and we like to challenge ourselves every year, and we have never at Dieruff done a fully sung through rock opera.
How many years have you done theater?
This is my first year.
This is actually my first year doing theater.
This is my first year. I did stage crew last year. This is my second year. I did gospel junior in middle school, and this is my second Jesus musical. I'm so tired of singing Jesus.
I did theater 1 year in middle school, so this would be my second year.
Technically, I've done it since 4th grade, but like major theater, I've done it since freshman year, so 2 years.
Does stage crew count?
Yes.
2 years.
2 years. 2. This is my second year.
I have done theater for 2 years, 1 year in middle school, and this year for Jesus Christ Superstar.
I've done theater for 2 years.
3.
Well, I was technically 4, but if you mean on stage, then just 3 people.
I've done theater now for about 3, almost 4 years.
I've done theater for 4 years. 2 years high school, 2 years middle school.
5. I've been doing theater since 7th grade, but I didn't do the show my freshman year.
I've been doing it since 6th grade, really, because I started with Grease Junior.
I started in the 4th grade, so 7, 6, somewhere around there.
7 years.
Well, I've been doing theater since about 5th grade. My first show was Esperanza Rising, and I was the cast of the role of Esperanza Rising. So it's about 8 years.
How long have you been involved in the Dieruff Theater Company?
This is my 9th show since 2009. We had back to the 80s, so yeah. Yes.
I had a brief moment of a hip-hop workshop 2 years ago for In the Heights, and so this is year 1 for me.
And what has been your favorite show or role during that time?
Definitely Asaka in Once on This Island last year. Like, that was my first lead, and it was just so much fun. Like, I got my own solo song and everything. I got to go to gala. It was just the most fun.
Ooh, my favorite show to watch was In the Heights. I loved it.
I want to say the producers playing Franz Liebken.
Probably producers, and it's gonna sound really weird, but I love being a Nazi.
The producers.
My favorite role would have to be the old lady from last year's production.
Probably the producers.
Well, of course I want to say producers because that's your first show. You don't forget about that. But I don't know because this one's so more lenient, and there's 2 different kinds of shows, so I can't pick one.
I'd say it's either between Leo Bloom and the producers or This Year with Jesus.
I really can't choose because last year's show was such a different experience than this year's show, but I think I have to say this year because I'm having more fun with it and it's less stressful.
I think this has been my favorite.
I think the one I'm doing right now, Simon. I really love Simon.
My favorite show is clearly this one. This is my first ever actual musical, and it's just incredibly powerful and beautiful, and I'm honored to be a part of it.
My favorite role is this one, from Mary from Jesus Christ Superstar. It was just, I didn't expect to get it. I expected to get a soul girl because I'm Nikki.
Judas.
Right now has to be definitely Jesus Christ Superstar. Don't get me wrong, the producers was a phenomenal show to put on, but Jesus Christ Superstar was more of me, and I made new friends, and I just really like it.
This one. Obviously in high school, it's Jesus Christ Superstar. Even though it's my last show, throughout the other shows were great, but my role pilot, it's just, it really hits me. Jesus Christ Superstar really talks to me, really moves me, and I actually did a lot of research on this because the Word of God, it touches me, so I like to get into that stuff, so I think that I was more emotional and I can play around more of Pilate and get to really know why Pilate did what he has done, so I think that was my favorite this year.
What role do you have in this year's production of Jesus Christ Superstar?
I'm ensemble, backstage usually.
I'm ensemble.
Ensemble and a dancer.
I'm ensemble, but like prostitute.
I am ensemble.
I am ensemble, dancer, and mob.
I'm a dancer and ensemble.
Ensemble.
This year I am an ensemble member, I'm part of the mob, and I'm a dancer.
I'm an ensemble member.
Ensemble. Ensemble, one of Caiaphas's priests, and I mean that's the only like main role that I have is the priest.
I'm mainly ensemble, but I'm one of the high priests. Caiaphas.
I'm playing ensemble, but I'm also a priest.
I play Peter, and that's basically also as an ensemble member.
I'm Annis, which is a high priest. I'm basically Caiaphas's little Weasley sidekick, weird thing.
This year I'm playing Caiaphas, the high priest.
What other roles do you play this year other than Simon?
Herod, and then also ensemble.
You said you play Mary in this year's musical. What other roles do you play?
I play ensemble and a mob member.
And since you are pilot this year, there are other parts you're playing. What other roles do you have in this musical?
Other than pilot, I am the mob, and I would say a soul girl as well at the end.
Yes.
That just switching from pilot to soul girl is like
It's a complete turnover.
yeah, it's turnover, but they're great roles.
It's Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no, for real.
I played Judas Iscariot.
And what is your favorite number in this year's show?
Probably Overture.
I probably like the overture the most.
I have two, and I can't choose. The first one is the Overture, which is this giant fight scene, and I get to get beat up and beat up people. So I like that one. And my second favorite is Temple, because I get to, yeah.
Why would you say temple?
My favorite number is Hosanna because Hosanna is very clean to me. Like, I love the way we praise Jesus. Well, I would say Hosanna into Simon, but Hosanna is like, you know, we're praising the Lord. We're enjoying the air. Hosanna gets me pumped up for the show.
Probably Last Supper.
Probably the lepers.
Definitely Trial by Pilot. It's most intense, craziest. It's my favorite.
I like Damned for All Time the best.
I really love Damned for All Time and Blood Money. My favorite dance number would have to be Herod. I love Herod so much.
Herod or Trial?
Violent Christ, because I actually get to say something. But for my favorite dance number, it's probably Herod.
Heaven on Their Minds and Herod's song are my favorite.
Most likely Herod.
My favorite number is King Herod's song.
I'm gonna say Herod.
I don't know. I really loved Herod. Herod's like just the song in general. Like when I first heard it, I was like, this is the best song.
Ooh, okay. Freaking Herod. Let me spread my I gotta be a hoe. I gotta be a hoe during Temple, and because I barely have to act in that. But Herod's still my favorite because it's cool.
Superstar. It's so cool.
My favorite number is gonna have to be Superstar. It's just like one, like even though I'm not in it, I want to be in it. Like it's just that number where
It's iconic.
exactly.
Superstar.
I think Superstar would be my favorite because it's very dramatic, and that's what I live for, because I am very dramatic.
Number of numbers.
Number of numbers. 11, I think. I like the number 11.
Yes. I was gonna say. I prefer 13. April 25th.
I don't know. There's so many beautiful moments that happen on the stage. I could argue that every single one is my favorite. If I had to pick one to like just watch over and over, it's probably I don't know, John 1941. I love it. It's just so. Everyone's in that one, and it's just the culmination of the show and the beautiful image and trust that the cast has with hoisting Jesus up and then walking him out, and then everyone coming out to memorialize his death or resurrection or however you want to think of it. It's just such a beautiful moment, and there's absolutely no singing it, so you can just kind of sit with that emotion as you watch the show end, and it's really powerful. I love it.
I'd have to agree with that. And then, of course, Temple, because that was quite a storyline we built. And every day it changes just a little bit. And that's what I love about it, because it's more natural than anything else. Slightly inappropriate, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's push the envelope. It's theater. Yeah.
Do you have any funny memories or mistakes from your time doing theater?
Well, my first performance, I went out with my Herod costume unzippered, and my mic was hanging out the whole time, and I almost tripped down the stairs that same day.
When we're usually hanging out backstage, and then we go from serious to fucking weirdos.
Well, no, this wasn't my mistake, but when I was in 7th grade, we were doing a scene change, and we needed someone for the next scene, and we didn't know where he was. So literally, we were looping the transition music over and over for like 5 times, and he still wasn't showing up. And turns out he was literally like chilling in the back room or something.
I mean, the funniest things are always like when we like to like 9, because we always do a lot of stuff. Or also like when we tell scary stories.
My only really big mistake was last year. I had the curtain open, and everyone was seeing.
Oh god, that's the worst. During auditions, I think, when I still didn't know the words to Everything's Alright, and I messed everything up during my callback. Like, I lost character completely, and I just started dying, because Mark started making these faces like, and I was just like, I couldn't handle it.
Oh, how much time do we have? Like, a funny memory I do remember, last year, it was during Little Old Lady Land, and I couldn't find my walker, so I didn't make it out in time. And then I quickly turned to Papa Hinkle, and I go, "Get me a walker. I have a plan." And if that's all I said to him, he gave me the walker, and I marched out on stage at the right time at the exact moment I wanted to. And I was like, I am doing this. This is great. And I just had this big smile on my face. And then I go backstage, and everybody's like, "Who's the girl who said she had a plan?" And I'm just like, me.
Okay, so on opening night, when we were walking out for hair, Ashley tripped.
I have 2 very specific ones. Last year, my dress popped open and like fell down to here, which was interesting. And then actually this happened yesterday. I jump off a platform into the girl's arms, and I overshot, and they were too close to the platform, so I started to slide down, but I recovered. It was fixed.
When my boot fell off during the show.
Okay, so first 6th grade year, so
Oh my gosh.
I was supposed to like get dragged to the ground and like fight Rizzo, because I was Kaneki. And when Rizzo pulled me down, the rest of the bench got pulled down with me, and it just made a loud bang sound, and it was great.
Last year, Mark and I were sitting down watching other people perform and practice. We were just like, what is it? Because there was a line that I didn't really know, and I wish not to say it, but it started with an E, and men do it sometimes. I said, what does that mean? And he sat down and gave me the full explanation of what that was.
One time in my first theater production that I was in, I missed my cue on show day to enter on stage for one of the numbers, and it was very tragic.
So during Last Supper, Danny hands me his book bag, and he has a bottle in it. Well, he didn't close the bottle all the way, so when he throws his book bag at me, I'm sitting there freaking out on the steps, and all I feel is water. And I'm like, oh crap, what is that? What is that? I look down, there's a puddle right between my legs, and water going down my legs.
The one time that I sang So Long Judas, poor old Judas again, by accident, and everyone was like, who was that?
Mistake-wise, when we first started using the hats for Superstar, I would constantly knock mine off of my head because I had just gotten my hair cut and I wasn't used to having no hair to support the hat. So whenever I would like lift up my hands, I would just punch my hat right off my face. And it was pretty bad. I thought I wasn't going to be able to keep my hat on my head for the show, but I did all 4 nights.
Opening night, I spaced out during Superstar, but I played it off right.
During one of the rehearsals for Jesus Christ Superstar, I do the whipping, and Ryan, this one, like he plays a SWAT, and he freaking stepped on the freaking whip, so I couldn't leave, and I had to keep trying to pull it from him.
One funny memory I had was when I almost dropped Mark after taking him off the cross, and his bloodiness was just making him fall. And I was trying not to laugh behind my bandana, so you know.
Too many. So, when I was in 8th grade, I did Grease with Mark, Diedruff, and Danny. And during intermission for one of our shows, there was about 2 minutes left. 2-minute warning, so we were going around making sure everybody was in their places. And Diedruff was sitting in the room that we were changing in. It was a classroom. And he was sitting in his boxers playing computer games while we were supposed to be in places.
Yo, I remember when in the Heights, I didn't come out. Well, I almost didn't come out for a cue, and I knew that Miss Rice was gonna murder me, but I just kept going with it, you know.
Biggest mistake I've made on stage, definitely nothing was bigger than 7th grade, my first show, which was Big Bad Musical. I played pig number 2. My name was T-Wo, because I was a stupid pig. And I had the role for like 2 weeks because I was cast as ensemble first, because I messed up the audition because I didn't read it beforehand, so I just cold read it, and I'm bad at reading. So, yeah. But what happened was, the guy who originally was in it, something happened with him. I guess like his grades, or he said bad words. He cursed out the directors or something. Yeah. So he wasn't there anymore, and then I ended up taking his spot, and then I had the role for like 2 weeks, and we were performing in front of like the elementary schools, and I was like, oh, it's in front of Ritter, it's gonna be great. And I started singing, not my verse, I started singing the verse that was before it, because it was a duet. And then I was like, oh wait, I don't know what I'm doing. I kind of froze up, and then I was like, pork chop. And then I was like, wait, pork chop is still like a whole, like 4 bars early. I was like, oh, now pork chop, then he huffed it. So that's basically what happened.
Do you have any funny memories from your time in the theater program, whether it's now or any time during your high school years?
Let's see. I'm just thinking immediately, the 2 funny things that come to mind when I think about Jesus Christ Superstar are, of course, when the cops showed up when we were filming our arrest video, and they thought we were really rioting outside. That was pretty hysterical. That we had a good laugh about that later. And just last night when Abby Shepley was so exuberant.
Almost drowned. It was very tragic.
She was so full of energy that she literally like overshot where she needed to dive for her catch on the stage, and she totally pulled that off. And
rolled and dropped. That's it, you know, bends and snap. That's it. She was ready to go.
Yeah. So every year there's always inside jokes with the cast. So I have those in my mind, but I know it's this one this year. So.
I don't even know that one. I'm feeling completely left out.
I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay. It was a very scary dinosaur-looking thing.
All right. Do you have any memories or anything you want to share?
I think one of my favorite memories is, you know, one of those rehearsals where everybody's giving 110%, and then somebody goes flying off the stage because they totally didn't recognize that the edge of the stage was there.
Xavier.
And then you're like, oh, are you okay? Keep going. We don't have time for this. So that was probably one of my favorites.
I don't know if it was the same rehearsal, but the night everyone had Taco Bell too.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
The Taco Bell night. Yes, it was a very
Taco
smelly
Hell.
night. Yes.
Very bad.
I still reflected on the nausea, yes.
Do you plan to do theater in the future?
I'm gonna try and do it every throughout my entire school year here. Next 3 years we will be here.
Definitely.
Yeah, I plan to do theater next year. I don't know about the other years because I might be busy, but like, I might take a year break and then come back.
Yeah.
I do plan to do theater in the future. This has become my life. Like, I just enjoy it so much. I love doing this.
Yes, of course.
maybe not like shows, like musicals, maybe just like plays or something.
Definitely, yes.
Yes, I do. For the next 2 years of my high school life, and then hopefully probably after high school. Don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, I do plan to pursue theater as a major. I want to get my master's in, or if it's possible, a PhD, because I'm like that. Yeah. My plan is also to get into Juilliard, so.
I want to do theater for these next 2 years of high school, after college, for college now.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe.
I don't plan to do theater in the future. I might do choir in college because I'm more of a person who likes to just sing. But maybe. You never know.
Hopefully, yes.
I do, on the side.
Yes, I do. I'm going to Penn State for English, but I'm going to join like clubs and stuff to continue theater life.
Of course. Theater is what I absolutely love. It's a passion. It warms my heart. It's everything that I've ever imagined. I feel like when I'm doing theater, I'm my own self, and I'm enjoying what I love to do. And I really deeply love to do this. When people get a job, some people don't like their job, and this is what I want to do when I continue my career. It's something I get to express my feelings and make my mom proud.
Yeah, I'm actually studying it at my school, the Sales University. I'm going to study musical theater with a minor in music and hopefully come and teach public school.
No, never again. Of course, I'm going to the sales for theater. It's going to be fun. Gonna be dorming with Dieruff. Get in the cut. Yeah, boy. It's gonna be lit.
And so this is your last show at Dieruff. What has been your favorite memory from your time in the theater company?
Getting to be a showgirl and getting to have more opportunities to be on stage last year and this year.
I don't know. I loved performing at the Freddie Awards last year.
Overall, when we won overall, our first overall in the Heights. I didn't even know what overall was, but I just was like jumping around. I was like, yo, we run overall, like what the hell is this, But it was a great feeling. And then I would obviously say when I won a Freddie, that was my all-time goal. Since I came to high school, I've been working as hard as I could. And when I won that Freddie, when I saw that lady say the P in Precious, I was like, wow, like I couldn't believe it. I just wanted to like bawl on the floor, but I couldn't because I had to be professional. So yeah, but it was great.
I think my favorite memory was the Freddies when we won overall, because it was like a rush of emotion. It was so beautiful.
Which time though? Because we've won twice.
The producers.
Last year, like just on the actual show nights, was just great. I remember just interacting with Joe Michael, and it was just fun and hilarious, and we were all just so close, and it really was a family, and like we were all just so comfortable with each other.
My favorite memory from this year is whenever we would finally put together a song with costumes, lighting, and everything, and we would just be blown away with how amazing it looked when it all came together, because we would see bits and pieces throughout the year and we would kind of be doubting if it would all come together and it would all look really good, but then once we put it all together, we were just amazed with what we could put forth.
Honestly, all the times Dieruff has almost been kicked out of the show.
My favorite time in the theater company would have to be, well, last year was a good one when I won my Freddie, but I'm gonna have to say all the times we have our breakfast together and we just all sit down talking about everything and how we all became a family and we just cry basically.
And do you have any final thoughts for the cast and the crew?
Thank you for everything. This is my first show and I was happy to say that it is my first show because it's an amazing show and I get to do it with amazing people.
I think we've all really come a long way. When some people it's their first year, others it's their last, and it's just everyone's talented, and we've all come together to make something really nice.
I love you guys. Thank you for making me the performer that I am. I'm gonna miss the seniors. We're gonna cry during breakfast.
Just continue being yourselves. Just don't change. You guys are awesome.
If you have a dream, pursue it, because as a girl, I always wanted to do theater, but I never thought it would be possible because, you know, I went to a small school and they weren't involved with the Freddies or anything. And then I came to Dieruff and, you know, we won a lot of Freddies and we got to perform on stage, and that had always been my dream as a kid. So follow your dreams because they're always possible.
I'm proud of all of you.
My final thoughts is I love you all, guys. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna cry when the seniors leave because, like you, I ended up loving all of you and I cry. That's it. Just I love you and break a leg.
I love the cast and crew with all of my heart, even though like half the time I am like threatening you guys.
Honestly, guys, I love all of you. Everyone in this cast is super talented, and I love that we all come from Dieruff.
I love all of you guys. My goal in the very beginning of this year was to create a family, and I've definitely got that, and I love you guys.
To the seniors, I am going to miss you guys a lot. I've become so close with you guys, and I love every single one of you. To the underclassmen and the people who I've been in theater for the past 4 years, I've seen you grow and you've seen me grow, and I appreciate you, and just keep doing what you're doing because you guys are absolutely perfect.
I love you all and thank you for this.
A thanks to the cast for, like, this is my first year at Dieruff, my first year being in the Dieruff, you know, theater production. So when I first came, I felt out of place because, you know, everybody's like, you know, been here, done that, experienced, they're all close. But I just want to say thank you to them because they brought me in and they involved me, you know, in their group, and they just made me feel so comfortable, and I love them so much.
Let's go out there and slay for our last show. You're my family. I love you guys.
Even though I act like I don't like anybody, I don't. Individually, I have mixed feelings, but as a whole group, I love each and every one of you. That's kind of contradicting, but I love all of the whole group, and there's no judgment, and I appreciate that.
My final thoughts for the cast and crew. Oh gosh, how do I even sum it up? I came in this year as a senior and I knew everyone pretty much, but I didn't have a connection like everyone else had. Everyone else had been in theater before and knew each other from middle school. I had transferred last year. I was the new girl. I didn't know anything. And you all took me in and you took the time to teach me what theater was all about and teach me how to dance a little bit, and you took the time to make me part of your family, and I really appreciate that. Sorry. Gosh, I didn't think I'm like the only person who's gonna cry in this stupid video. My gosh. Yeah, I've been doing team things for a long time. I've been part of sports, which is why I never did theater. And you guys make me wish I had been doing theater my whole life because I've never had a group of people like you guys before. You guys always made me feel comfortable with being around you guys and being comfortable enough to make mistakes, and you guys helped me learn. And this is an experience I will never forget as long as I live. Thank you, and I love you all.
I love this so much. It was the best. It's like a lot of work, but in the end it all pays off with the people that you love. So
I don't really get emotional about like cast and crew stuff, but I seriously love them all, and it's gonna feel really weird because like I'll never really get to perform with all of them again, so it'll be interesting.
Xavier doesn't say this often, but I love this cast. I do.
I'm a big jerk to all of you guys, and I'm just a funny jerk. So, but inside I won't tell anyone. But I really do care about all these people. I don't act like it, but they have a deep place in my heart, like a love. They don't all see it because, you know, is she in my shot? Get out of my shot. Anyways, so like I was saying, I I have a deep love for this cast, but I just won't show them because I'm not that type of guy. I don't show love. I'm an Aries, so other than that, it's a tight cast. I give it to them, and they're pretty talented. I mean, I don't know. Some of them could use some work.
If there's anything I want to say, it would be that I don't freaking like any of you. Like, not at all. Like, in the slightest. No. Gross. I don't know. I've had a great experience here. Cast is always family. If anybody ever needs anything, I'll be into sales, but you can always hit me up and I'll always be there no matter what. And I'll definitely be popping by here and there because my mom's gonna make me come home every 3.5 seconds. So I live right up the street. I'll stop by. Love you guys.
Without tears?
With tears, without tears.
Oh, good Lord. Final thoughts. I don't know, always one word comes to mind, and that's superstars. You guys blow me out of the water. And with your natural talent, your ability to come together, this is a truly ensemble show, and you are, in every sense of the word, superstars in my heart. And I love you guys. This is a really special cast for me, personally.
So I think for me, so much so is that there's so much about family in regards to this show and the apostles and the relationships that they built, and how much, even though there was so much opposition, that they never left each other's side. And that was really what stands out to me, you know, with this group. You know, absolutely. And the fact that I came in as an outsider, but it was like coming home.
Here's the process of getting Mark's lashes on his back. Right now they look still really gross, actually.
Can I stretch them?
Huh?
Let me stretch them real quick.
When Mark just wants to flex for the camera.
No, I just want
You're
you to
corny.
Oh
my gosh. A last look at everything backstage, including our monitor. Everyone's getting super emotional right now. Don't blame them, because I did too. And of course, our beloved mannequin head, we can't forget that. We have 10 minutes till places. How do you feel?
I feel so excited.
I'm hyped.
I feel great, especially because of the third night.
Oh my god. Are you eating chocolate?
Yeah, I feel like I still got cry in my throat.
I feel good. Actually, I'm not nervous anymore. I've let all my nervousness out on these past couple of days.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm still gonna put on a good show.
I'm feeling excited. All my family friends are coming. No, let me stop.
How do you feel?
Oh, 10 minutes to play.
What?
Yeah? How you feeling?
Okay.
Sad.
Why?
I love you, because it's our last show.
I'm feeling good, but sad. I'm gonna miss this.
Feeling good? Feeling confident? I'm done. Back update.
Where's Precious?
It's looking great. Terrifying, actually, but that's great. My hands are shaking so much right now. What are you drinking?
It's just water.
Why is it in a big cup?
It's hot water.
All right. Oh my gosh. Leah, are you ready to not cry during last summer?
I'm ready to try to not cry.
Don't cry.
Are you gonna lick it?
Yeah.
Do it, do it.
Wait, what?
No, I don't want
Do
to
the
do
video, do the video.
I don't have any contour.
Oh, it's Harry!
Cute.
It's like
Wow.
Stop that, stop that.
Guys, how'd the show go?
My final thoughts are, I love you guys, and I don't want you to stop doing what you're doing. Keep going. If you joined here, you didn't even know that you were into theater. You're into theater. You joined, you were dedicated, you're here now, you're with the family, you're part of Dieruff's family, and I just want to say that I'm going to miss you guys so much. Sorry, I'm going to cry. No! I'm going to miss you guys so much. I really am. I'm going off, but I won't be far, and just keep working hard, making history. Like I always say, make history, because I know I've made history. You need to leave here being a proud Husky. And don't remember that we all love each other. We're a big happy family.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm the creator of this video. I just wanted to take some time to thank people that I didn't get to interview, or just perhaps some people who were behind the scenes. First of all, I would really love to thank Dr. Dodd. She is our vocal director and vocal coach for the show, and she did an incredible job. This show is entirely singing. There is no lines. Like, there's barely any spoken word. And she did an amazing job to help us sing while we were dancing and just get our notes down. And she was a huge part of making the show possible. And I know she loves the show, and it meant so much to us to have her, because she took the time to make sure that we did an incredible job. So a special thanks to you. Thanks to Miss Hamburger and the stage crew. They helped us. Without them, we would not have the show. We would not have a set. We would not have lights. We would not have video. We would not have anything. So a huge thank you to you guys. You guys were like an incredible part of the show, and we owe you so much. You guys made the show possible, so thank you so much. Thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Hinkle. You guys have been a huge supporter of our show every year, and we don't take that for granted. You guys have made all of our shows possible and a lot of fun, so thank you so much. A special thanks to Pastor Lisa and John Hughes, and I'm sure there are many other people who took amazing videos and pictures, but you guys really went out of your way to take pictures of our show so that we can capture those moments and have those memories, and you guys have just helped and supported us throughout the entirety of the show, so thank you so much. And my last thank you would of course have to be for the pit and orchestra. You guys did an amazing job. This show was non-stop music, and you guys helped us get through it and know our cues, and you guys did an insane job, so thank you so much. I'm gonna edit everything anyway, so it's fine.
Thank you. Yeah.
I feel like it's the way for them to say I hate you all.
I hate you all so much.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You started to.
Stop it! Thank you for the blooper. Blooper reel.
I want to say it's good. Like I was saying. Are you serious, Kenya?
I'm getting my shit together.
You're gonna have to cut that out.
This is a really bad angle. Even though there's bullying sometimes by DJ who likes to come at me. But you know what? It's okay, because we're all there for each other, some more than others. And I know I can count on some of them. Ding me.
It's annoying when someone's in your shot, right?
Actually, because I'm still the main attractions.
Mic check, we're gonna record mic check. It's really close to your face right now. Mic check.
Are you getting my highlight?
Yeah.
Mic check.
Oh my god. Wow, you look so interested and invested in the show. Actually, you look like a lunch lady who's like sold her body.
Oh yes, thank you. Sold my body. Wow.
I don't know where I put Haley guitar.
Okay. Something happened. Shut up. Something happened with him, like disciplinarily. I'm gonna punch you in the face, DJ.
boxes in there. Venus.
Oh. Is that Jesus?
Is that a wild Jesus?
Oh, there's Jesus.